And welcome back to the X8 Demake. We have a whole lot of choices that we can pick, but there's really only one good one.
What are those thingies on the lower right corner?
We'll learn more about those later, but for right now, it's time for the best name in the world.
Bamboo Pandemonium.
I should actually mod in the voice line from X8 for this. But like bit crushed so it's 16-bit.
Well, it can't be any worse than my audio. Let's be real here.
The more things change, the more they remain the same. But this starts us off with the Rocketry Forest from X8. And it's honestly pretty much exactly what you would expect out of it. Same enemy types, same placements in a lot of cases. And our first gimmick, where it doesn't actually show off how the gimmick works. And then our second gimmick, which does. We now get to play with the right armor.
That takes almost no damage from things.
It actually has a weird sort of armor class I've found, where if something normally would do like 1 or 2 damage, it takes nothing from it. But if it does more than that, then it does take damage. So you're basically going to be babysitting this whole thing through the whole level. Though unfortunately, it got rid of the gimmick from the first one where you could just step on little guys and kill them that way.
Ah, that's unfortunate.
Lame.
Also, was that an edited, like, chill penguin enemy we saw there?
Yes, actually. It's the snowball thrower. But he's red now and has a little fireball arm.
I don't remember that guy from the original X8.
He was kinda there, but he's sort of a replacement for the little ball dudes. But also, since we have this giant robot, we can now just break spikes instead of actually having to be taken damage by them.
It's interesting to see that the turrets have actual vector rotation on them, but
It makes it look really weird, if I'm being totally honest. They look strange.
it's certainly different from how everything else looks.
Yeah, that's sort of the thing. There's a lot of like modern contrivances here, and also combined with old gameplay sensibilities. Sometimes it works better than others. But normally we'd have to leave this thing behind. We don't have to.
Oh,
But speaking
okay.
of, oh god, they had a replacement door.
You can get under there? Alrighty.
Vile, now the shoe is on the other foot.
I do like how he slightly rewrote Vile's lines to make a little more sense. Also, I know they gave him a speaking sprite, but it's really funny to imagine Vile's helmet just like creaking back and forth.
Yeah, that does look a little odd.
But this is our first fight with Vile, which is him doing a fair amount of damage. Now you may think, oh, I should probably get out of the right armor to keep it safe from him. Don't do that, because this thing still takes damage while it's out.
Oh, yuck.
It's kind of dumb.
Did he not have a health bar in the original?
No, yeah, none of the mini-bosses did, but they also didn't have too much health. In this game, they have a fair amount. Now we have our bomb droppers, which, again, you get under them and they'll immediately drop a bomb on you, except they're never in places where that's a really big problem. Except for like 1 or 2 places.
Oh.
See there, we weren't in it and it takes damage. But, again, tiny bullets, so it doesn't do anything to it. And unfortunately, we can't vandalize our old man stuff.
Nah, X, you gotta get out of the ride armor.
Huh. What did they take that close-up Dr. Light from?
That was in his Vaseline days. But now we get our first upgrade, and this is actually one of the more heavily changed ones from the first game, because originally this was just a high jump. Now, instead, we have a very janky double jump and a double dash.
Can you combine them, or?
Yeah, somehow. You can double jump and then double dash, but you can't double dash and then double jump.
Huh.
It's a bit weird. It's not like a deal breaker or anything, but it is strange. But that's actually most things in this game.
Oh. You can't heal the right armor?
Nope. Though that's why you have to babysit it the whole time. However, if we brought it down here, we wouldn't be able to cake it with us, so there's no point to bother. That's actually kind of weird, though, because a lot of the blocks in this area are actually destroyed by the boss's item. So... it's a bit weird to have stage gimmicks you can't actually do anything with. But this state is actually taken wholesale from the original, and the exact same hide it on a ledge to keep it safe gimmick.
Oh yeah, I just realized there is a live system.
Oh yeah, it's kind of dumb because you don't really need it, but it mostly just exists to take up time. And I don't really get why it's there.
Because it was a thing in the previous games and we need it here.
Well, the funny thing is, X8 itself didn't really have a live system. You had the retry chips. And those maxed out at 5.
Oh, I keep neglecting to ask, but I've noticed you don't have currency like X8 did.
Oh yeah, there's no shop.
Huh.
Everything is just get whatever you need.
I don't remember what is sold in the shop, but...
all the regular upgrades, things like HP ups, and then things like invincibility extensions and stuff like that.
HP ups?
Yeah, HP. They didn't do heart pieces.
Oh, HP. I thought you said HB.
Hitbox up. I'm sad we can't, like, rehash our old jokes about, like, share bucks and whatnot from the original.
No, unfortunately, in this universe, X didn't fall for that gimmick. This is the universe where Zero died in X5, so X just has to do everything himself now.
Is he, like, straight up not mentioned anywhere in the game? Because if so, that's weird.
Oh yeah, there's achievements in this game I forgot to mention.
Oh, wait a minute, he's gonna say the thing. Did you know that the earliest form of rocketry was missiles used for war? I bet you didn't know that!
Making things whose sole purpose is to destroy. Missiles, Reploids, community college. Though I will admit, that does kind of seem to be true these days.
Topical humor?
No, I'm just pretty sure that pandas actually wish for destruction.
Oh.
I mean, it's a panda bear, of course it does.
But this is our first boss fight with our Demake, and he's kind of weird in that he's made to do like a lot of damage, but he's actually weaker than most of our regular opponents. Like, legitimately, if you just punch him, you can stop like half of his moves.
That's if you have the right armor.
Well, that's the thing. This is the only boss you can just get into, and he does less damage than most of the other bosses. Plus, when it's damaged, you could just keep punching him.
Oh, Magma Dragoon all over again.
Do you have is there an achievement for killing him with the right armor, or no?
Probably. I haven't checked. But the main thing here is that because he makes these walls, you just sort of hang out on them, and then just charge shot him because his bottom half is invulnerable. He's legitimately one of the easiest bosses by himself.
Seemed to be a rather faithful fight to the original, with the exception of that desperation attack.
Oh yeah, no, the original's desperation was just a weird-ass hitbox punch that took all of your health away.
I also noticed he didn't do the grab move.
But now we get to play with his explosive weapon, which lets us blow up spikes.
That's Axel's weapon.
That horizontal bar just kind of not fixed in place?
Yeah, there's some weird-looking stuff in this game.